Okay, so this is the not an officer involved shooting, an officer involved incident. So I kept saying she had to have her finger on that trigger for it to go off, particularly when they said it was a Glock. Anybody knows anything about Glocks knows. Anyway, long and short, there's not a gun that's manufactured that does not have a safety. Every single gun ever manufactured in existence has a safety. The number one safety on any firearm is your finger. Generally speaking, keep your finger off the trigger. It's not going to go off. So let's look over the Glock. Most people already know this, but we'll go over it quick. Glock's revolutionary, yada yada yada, provides a consistent trigger pull with 3 automatic independent operating mechanical safeties are built into the fire control system of the pistol. Safe, simple, fast system allows user to concentrate fully on shooting without having any additional actions, yada yada yada. Here is where we're at. See this trigger right here? See this little nub sticking down here? That's the safety. That safety has to be depressed. When that safety is depressed, it unlocks this for the trigger to go up. Okay? If this isn't depressed, you can hold that gun in both hands. If you take your finger on the left side and your finger on the right side, and you put it on the side of that trigger and pull it, you can't pull the trigger. It won't, because if there's pressure on this side and the other side, and that is not depressed, this will not engage, and none of this will happen. So, I tried to find a video that kind of showed without having to go through the whole of actual firing, because that's something else that I have to edit out. The trigger safety is the first safety is the finger. Anyway, the trigger safety is the first safety in the firing sequence. It's incorporated into the trigger in the form of a lever, and when it is engaged, blocks the trigger from moving rearward. To fire the pistol, the trigger safety and the trigger itself must be deliberately depressed at the same time. If the trigger safety is not depressed, the trigger will not move rearwards and allow the pistol to fire. The trigger safety is designed to prevent the pistol from firing if it's dropped or if the trigger is subjected to any pressure that isn't a direct firing pull. Now, if you've been to the range any, you know all about the firing pull, and you know about when you put the pressure and how the finger needs to be in there too. That way the gun don't wobble to the left or the right. It stays straight on target. If the trigger is in the forward position, the pistol may be... Okay, so here we go. We're going to... So that goes back. Nope. Now, safety. And it will fire. Come back. Pop up. It'll reset. Up. It will fire. Down. Reset. Safe again. Firing pin safety. The second safety, the firing pin safety, mechanically blocks the firing pin from moving forward in the ready to fire condition. As the trigger is pulled rearward, the trigger bar pushes the firing pin safety up and frees the firing pin channel. If you decide not to fire and release the trigger, the firing pin safety automatically re-engages. And here we go. Now when you see this would be somebody pulling the trigger, pull, 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 and decided nope. And see how it automatically they pulled it, they didn't pull the safety all the way, and it reset. Now we're going to pull it and fire it. And it re-engages. Or resets, sorry. Drop safety. The final safety involves the trigger bar, which rests on the safety ramp within the trigger mechanism housing. The trigger bar engages the rear portion of the firing pin and prevents the firing pin from moving forward. As the trigger is pulled rearward, the trigger bar lowers down the safety ramp and allows the release of the firing pin. After firing, the trigger bar moves upward and re-engages the firing pin. As the trigger is released, all safeties automatically re-engage. So once you pull that trigger, One pull, one shot, and stop. Everything reset. There we go. Now, notice you're going to pull the trigger and disengage the safety. This pin will move upward, pull the trigger bar down, and start the sequence of events. There we go. And it's that easy. And it resets. Firing sequence trigger reset. A special feature of the action allows the trigger to reset with only limited forward movement of the trigger. So you don't have to completely release the trigger in order to fire a second controlled shot or when you need to fire several rounds quickly. After the round is fired, you only have to release the trigger until it resets, which you can hear and feel. All three pistol safeties automatically re-engage when you release the trigger in its forward position. Now that last part means when you actually release it all the way, it'll reset. So what's going to happen is, as you depress it, and you disengage the safety, it releases to fire. Once you fire, as it comes back, and you'll hear, you got to pay attention. Once you've done it 1,000 times, it's second nature, but as it comes back, you have this 1 second, you hear a click and you can fire again, you click and you fire again. It does not have to completely reset every single time. Now, this is where as it gets up here, this is where the safety would disengage right here, and you can shoot again right here, and you can shoot again, and you'll hear it, and it'll be an obvious click to where you can fire again until pretty much you're out of bullets. Now once it comes this far, then the safety has re-engaged. You can barely see it sticking up there, and then you have to completely pull it back to disengage it, and then you can rapid succession again. But that's where we're at with that. That's how the Glocks work. That's how you knew that her finger, most guns, your finger has to be on the trigger to pull it, and everywhere that I looked said that here's a video on this and here's a video on that, and it was not. It was a bunch of crap. And then I went to YouTube, and this is what I found. You should kick on here in a minute.
Lower your windows, all of them. What's up, my man? Hey,
now this is going to show, it runs 8.5 minutes. It's going to show different body cam views, but you're going to see the important part.
Valid driver's license, proof of insurance, all that good stuff. He blew that red light. The light was yellow and turned red when I went on. It was red when he blew it.
Also, I'd like to notice, allegedly he went through a red light. Where's the dash cam showing he went through the red light? They got body cam and everything. Where's the dash cam showing that he went through the red light? He said when he had approached it, it was turning yellow as he entered it. Yellow means clear the intersection. Don't mean jam on your brakes. It means clear the intersection. And why is there such a show of force for somebody that allegedly ran a red light? Typically, it's one cop, one stop, and that's it. There's like 3 or 4 cops and a deputy or 2, and it's like an undercover match. I can't tell. I don't know why there's such a show of force for a traffic violation.
Okay. Well, I saw it. It was red. So, all right. Well, you got a proof of insurance?
Also, this video came from the Jacksonville, the Officer Jacksonville Sheriff's, I guess, and Police Activities put it out, and go support his Patreon. They demonetized him.
Just hang tight. You got you got anything crazy in the car? Yeah. What do you got? You got a gun? You do?
He does.
All right. Where's that?
Somewhere.
It's on you? Okay. As long as you're cool.
See?
No, man,
laughing exactly how it should be. Laughing, yeah, I got a gun. I can legally own one. He should have kept his mouth shut. In Florida, you do not have to tell them if you're carrying a firearm and you can legally carry a firearm. You do not. Now here in North Carolina, if you get stopped, you have a duty to let law enforcement know that you have a firearm on. Now, little side note, if you have a concealed carry, that concealed carry is linked directly to the DMV, so when they run your tag, they know somebody in that car has concealed carry.
Sure, you're honesty. That's awesome. So you have concealed carry and all that good stuff? No, you don't. All right, you're not a convicted felon, right? Nothing. I do everything, whatever. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is
now in North Carolina, you don't have to pay the government a dime to open carry. I open carry all the time. Everywhere I go, I open carry. I have situational awareness. I pay attention. When I pull into a parking lot, I look and I watch, and I profile everybody. I don't care. And what I pay attention to where I park. I pay attention to cars parked around me. I pay attention to people coming and going. I'm watching everybody in the store. If people's followed me for too long, I'll make a turn and double check, make sure, figure out what are they following me, or are we just going in the same direction at the same time? No, I play around with zero people. You have to be cognizant that you have a firearm on when you're going to carry a firearm, and don't just carry a firearm because you can. Carry one because you're going to take the responsibility that comes with carrying a firearm.
Just for my safety, your safety, I'm going to have you step out. All right, fair enough. And we're just going to remove the pistol from you. And then we're going to run your license, make sure everything's good, and I'm going to send you on your way. This way? Yeah, just hang tight. Just do me a favor, load that window. Hey, he's very compliant. He does have a pistol on, so we're going to take him out from that side, remove the pistol, and we'll go from there. All right? Get out? Yeah. Yeah, you're good. On my side. I appreciate it, baby.
Now, notice we let the dumb one, the one with the least experience, obviously, take this firearm off. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing, but here we go. Oh, shit. Are you okay? You okay? Well, I don't know. That gun just, I don't know what it did. Still got it in his hand.
Put the gun down.
Put the gun down. Don't fucking touch it.
You got shot in the leg. Rescue 1068. Rescue 2162.
Now, remember, I think it was a lieutenant that talked before, said this is not an officer-involved shooting. It's an officer-involved incident.
Rescue 1068, 1020, 1020.
She got to go. Her job's done. I'm looking at people like, holy shit, damn, them fucking cops just shooting everybody again. And she's like, oh God, what now? Something else. Can appreciate the gun still laying in the road with the holster. And she's doing nothing. Shocking. It is not. Here's another view.
Where's your pistol at?
On my side.
Okay. Just put your hands on the top of the vehicle for me.
The first clue that she don't know what she's doing is the fact that she is struggling. Somebody should have stopped that right from the beginning.
I appreciate it, man, being very honest. You okay? Put the gun down.
Put the gun down. Don't stop. Put the gun down.
You okay? Nope. Hey, Rescue 1068. Let's go. Hey, man.
She's like, damn, I'm put all this shit down. I got to go.
Welcome.
What else? Also, no standards. Look at this one. Hadn't fucking shaved in forever. This is where we're at. Mr. Roll out of bed, probably slipping his uniform, never shaven, and all these people are like, damn, they did it again. She not about to help him out the street onto the sidewalk. No, her job is done.
Sit down.
Oh my Lord. Oh, sorry.
He's very compliant. He does have a pistol on.
He does have a pistol on, and they have no reason to take that pistol off of him. He is legally allowed to carry a firearm. They have officer safety. Total bullshit. How about we disarm them for our safety?
Where's your pistol at? On my side. Okay. So, the hands on top of the vehicle for me?
Now, this holster is covering the bottom and the trigger guard, and it's pushing into the side of his pants because the other metal part is on the inside, and instead of taking her other hand and putting it here, taking this hand and pulling this up and pulling the pants out of it, she's just gonna completely fuck it up. I'm gonna try to still, but hey, I got some painted fingernails. These we hadn't decided what color. She's probably thinking now, these are black. What color should I paint these? I don't know. I'm gonna clip it to see if I can stop it. See, already somebody should have stopped that. Right there. See right there? Where she pulled it this down and pulled the gun up. This is the trigger guard, the trigger well, where the trigger lives, and it is right here. Happens to be where her finger's at. Right there. Right there. Just as I told you, not only one, haha, two, haha, fingers in on the trigger. 2 fingers on the trigger. That's not an accident. That is a, and you'll hear one of them say ND. That's an ND. That's a negligent discharge. Absolutely, that is a negligent discharge. And depending, now for us it would likely be a felony, but a negligent discharge can be a misdemeanor felony. It depends on if it's a gun or if it's a BB gun or if it's an airsoft or whatever they decide for it to depend on. Depends on your criminal history. What does your criminal history look like? Well, if your criminal history, they don't like it, they'll charge you accordingly. Degree of the negligence, what would that degree be? Well, everybody says only law enforcement should have guns because they're the only ones that are smart and trained enough to have a gun, and here we are. Where was it discharged at? Where was the location? Was it in a public area? Was it private area? I would venture to say this is public. They are about a public way. They are on the damn road with traffic going by. And then a misdemeanor could be up to a year in jail and maybe $1,000 fine or probation. And then a felony could be 3, 5, depending on the state, years and $10,000 in fines, permanent crap on your record, and some probation. But they'll tell you this isn't an officer-involved shooting, it's an officer-involved incident. And I think the only thing that happened to her so far is she got fired, probably because he lived. But yes, that's, oh shit, you okay? And then she puts it in the other hand, and guess where the finger's at? On the fucking trigger. You can't make this up. Her finger is again on the trigger when she moves it to her other hand. Her finger right there is still, you can't, they gotta stop it with the fucking DEI, no standards, just put anybody in fucking, if she still has a job, next time we see her, she will have killed somebody. Not even playing. Put the fucking gun down. Look, finger's still on the trigger.
Nope. Rescue 1068. Let's go.
Get some rescue out here. The dumb one shot somebody. Now let's just stand around and figure out how we're gonna explain this one. Not that she's gonna do. Oh God, what now? Okay, I've shot him. What do you want me to do now? Is there something else I need to do? You can't make this up.
I got it.
He don't want you to know what, because you know what? She got a gun on. Oh, look at her hair. She got a gun on too. Everybody wants her to get the fuck away. You got a gun, get away. Also, Kim, appreciate there's still a gun sitting right there. Nobody has secured that. They could at least put it over here, or I don't know, keep it away from her. Put it over here where somebody can keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, officer, there's a gun right there. You gonna get it?
Hey, Mindy, do me a favor. Just get
No, we'll just leave it down the road. Now he's going to put this tourniquet on. I'd like to note, this tourniquet should be right up here in this groin because he has been shot here, so we want to stop the loss of blood. This tourniquet should be up here in the groin, so close to the area that you are in intimate contact with it. Should have cut all this shit off to begin with and put that up here. That way, also, if it's in the joint area, it's not as painful because you have to cinch it down. Looks like femoral artery has been hit, which is why you have so much blood so fast, and you need to get that up there and crank it down and stop the bleeding, or he's going to lose that leg. Also, the minute he cranks it, he should look at his watch and holler or note quick on the time, because they're going to need to know that. That's going to become important when he gets to the hospital, and the doctor's going to be like, how long has this been on? Well, sir, tourniquet was applied at 8:42 and 53 seconds, and he knows exactly how long it's been on. They don't do that.
Weippert, you good? Yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing off. Hang in there, brother. Rescue's coming.
Also, hey guys, there's a gun sitting right there. Somebody want to grab it? Hey, dumb. Don't fucking touch. Look at the look on her face. Okay, the dogs are in the house. It's cold outside. Oh, damn. What now? Look what I've done. How are we going to explain this? You guys going to help me? Hey, by the way, there's a gun over there, guys.
Can you let rescue know that tourniquet's applied to his right leg?
Also, while you're at it, dumbass, don't put no gloves on.
I got it.
We know you got it. They always have to have bags full of shit. They always want more shit that they never use.
I got something. Shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
Hey, we got to do that, brother. Stop the bleeding, all right? Hang in there. Your phone? Where's it at?
He want to get his phone.
In the middle?
He want to stream this shit. You can't make this up. There's a gun. You gonna pick it up? Nope. Still? Okay.
Weippert, we need. We gotta cut his clothes off. All right.
Look at all the people going by, and there's still a gun sitting out there.
Yeah, I gotta see where your hip was. You're pretty sure it's just there? Yeah, that's all I heard.
Hey guys, there's a gun back there.
Yeah, I got you.
In the car. There's a gun sitting right there. You want to grab it? Nope.
Okay.
Also, can we appreciate still no gloves?
They're gonna cut your clothes off.
Hey, there's a gun there. You want to grab it?
I have 2162. I have 2163 and 2164.
Yep, see the guy on the bike? Hey, there's a gun right there. He saw it. Says ND, it's gonna be. See, ND, negligent discharge. Told you, that's exactly. Officer, not an officer involved shooting. It's a negligent discharge, and we'll try to figure out how to spin our way out of this shit. But that is an officer involved shooting. Sorry, not an officer involved incident. ND, negligent discharge. Should be a felony. They are supposed to be the most trained and the smartest, and not look at all these for just for traffic. Anyway.
2162. We're 77. We're just working on it right now. Stop still. Please stop. I got your phone, brother.
He's got your phone. He's not gonna let her shoot you no more. And then, too, also, again, can we put some fucking gloves on? They got bags full of crap. They don't know how to use 3/4 of it. Look at all that shit they got. Also, look, gloves right there. Right there, some blue gloves. Don't put them on though. she's probably sitting there thinking, let me just hold some pressure on this wound right here while I rethink my life's decision because I'm an idiot. Look at all these people going by. Holy shit, what have they done now? They shot somebody else. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.